back to another episode of Midnight Mist.
In last week's episode, we talked about cursed objects, including RTD and James Dean's car.
In this week's episode, we're talking about the Amityville Amityville horror story. So
Yes.
it's basically the movie, the real life story, reality, and the book.
So Amityville Horror is a very infamous story that actually took place in Long Island. So back in 1978, Ronald DeFeo Jr. basically killed his whole family.
He slaughtered everyone.
He slaughtered his whole family at 3:15
Like there's
in the
pictures
morning.
online of everyone in their
Of course,
bed.
Imtaz just had to bring that up.
Yeah.
We do not suggest searching those photos up because they're very gruesome. If you're feeling
They're not that gruesome. You just see the person on the bed lying dead. in bed.
Wow, that's definitely not gruesome at all, Imtaz.
That isn't gruesome.
But how many family members was it again?
6.
6 family members. I think it was what?
His mom, his dad, and his siblings.
That's sad. I don't know why. I don't know if there was any motive to why he killed his family, but
I think he was just a loca.
yes, but he decided to slaughter his whole family, and they were eventually found. He was like,
He slaughtered them like pound beef.
yeah. So what was it? He was arrested, convicted to 6 terms of 25 years to life in prison, and I'm not even gonna say unfortunately, but he died in custody in 2021. So he was serving his life sentence.
Don't say you don't say unfortunately. I'm just gonna haunt your ass.
No. Unfortunately, he got sentenced to life in prison and died. So
Exactly.
I think he was gonna
Unfortunately.
I think he was gonna get death anyway. He was gonna
He
get
about to
killed.
die.
I think he was on death row, right? I think he was
Yeah.
on death row. But yes, let's get into like the actual haunting. You wanna start us off?
You
Nancy?
start.
No, you start.
You start.
You start.
You start.
I started off.
You start.
Oh my god. Okay, so after that happened, Kathy Lutz and her husband and her 3 children ended up moving into the house in 1979, and everything was good at first. It was actually a nice
Yeah.
home. You know, after they cleaned everything and all that, but then things started getting very weird.
They heard sounds like get out. They saw gushing on the walls and all types of sounds.
Yeah, so
Basically, basic horror story and horror house type of stuff.
Yeah, so it was weird because it was like cold spots. You know, usually when
Yeah.
it's cold, that means there's spirits. There was weird that I don't think I even heard happening. Slime coming out of the walls, as you said, noises, and after just 28 days in that house, they fled, which is smart. And they decided, while they were staying somewhere else, to get a priest to come to the house to bless it, to hopefully rid out whatever bad spirits were in that house. And as the priest was there, he could recall hearing something yelling, "Get out." So we don't know. It could have been any of the family members, but if we're being realistic here, it was probably Ronald DeFeo, because he was probably very what's the word?
He was mischievous.
No, what's the word I'm trying to say? Very protective of the house, and you know,
So mischievous.
so mischievous. And that house was just very haunted. And I don't know really what else if you want to like this podcast not gonna be that short, but there was
Yeah.
not really any information. We wish we could have done more, but fun fact, if you actually go on Google Maps, the house is
It's
blurred.
blocked off.
Is blurred. So because to this day there are people currently living in that house. So they don't want fans of Amityville Horror to come and take photos because they want to protect the people's privacy. The thing is with me, Imtaz, I already know what he's gonna say, but I wouldn't want to move into a house where about 6 people were killed and spirits, because we don't know, spirits could still be living there. Because I don't think that priest was too successful. But let's see what Imtaz's answer is. Would you move to a haunted house of people who were killed?
What do you think?
I don't know. What do I think?
Yes.
Yes. And what would you do in that house?
Live in it.
Duh. But would you do anything else? Would you try to talk to the spirits?
No.
So you would live in the house with the evil spirit.
Exactly.
How if it did something to you?
Now do something back to it.
What would you do?
There's things you can do.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try to ask what you would do in the house. But it's very infamous. There's a book and there's a movie. The movie came out in, I think, 1979, right when the murders happened. So if you... Oh my god. Sorry if you hear screaming in the background.
That's our stupid people in the classroom. They're so stupid.
Okay. So what was I saying? The movie is... I haven't watched it. But if you want to watch it, if you're into stuff like that, it's based off a true story.
Also, after all of our blabbering, I just want to say that this season of Midnight Mist is actually coming to an end in 2 episodes.
Oh yes, our 20th episode is actually going to include all of us. So Simran, who is behind the camera, will be in front, and Jaden will also be
Whose
in front.
side of the camera?
He
will
is
be
in
in
the
front.
side, but yes, he's here the whole time. And we're very happy that we've been able to produce these podcasts, even though sometimes it has been a little stressful. We're not going to lie to you guys. We've had them in the room, we've had this experience, and we thank you guys for watching us. But do you want to say anything else?
No.
Nothing else.
No.
Wow,
I
okay
think
then.
our podcast is pretty much done.
I think it's pretty much this might be one of our shortest podcasts. But thank you guys for watching today's episode of Midnight Mist.
Yeah.
What are you saying? What do we talk about next week's episode? It's gonna be
Oh, Fear
Jaden's.
Street.
Oh yeah, so it's gonna be me and Jaden. It's been a while, and we're gonna be talking about the famous franchise Fear Street. So don't forget to tune into that. But thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hey.